Alright, what's up you guys? It's Shader Gamer back with another video. Look you guys, hit the subscribe button, follow me depending on platform you're watching me on because I'm covering the latest news concerning Marvel Tokkon right here on this channel. So there's some videos pointing out different things in the background when it came to the trailer, but I feel like some people missed some things, and you may be one of them. But there's some things I want to point out when it came to the trailer that he dropped, which I'm so excited for this game, and it could be confirming certain characters coming to the game and some stuff that we're gonna expect. So I want to start with the first character that it looked like they referenced that could be coming to the game, and that is Janet Van Dyne, which if you do not know who that is, that's Wasp, and I gotta say, it'd be pretty dope if, Janet Van Dyne make it into the game and all. It'd be pretty cool. With how big of a roster this game probably gonna have, it'll make sense to add more characters, especially since it's not Marvel vs. Capcom, this is Marvel. But we could probably expect to see Janet Van Dyne in the game. Now up next, we got my boy Daredevil. He actually got a couple of things that was pointed out in the trailer and all that, so people had caught. So one of the things is the balance scale. It had the N and the M for Nelson and Murdoch. The balance scale because they lawyers and everything, so that makes sense. Bring justice or whatever, right? So then on top of that, you got the Fog Wells Gym. That's where Daredevil trains at, so that was in the background too. You was able to spot that as well, so that's another confirmation that Daredevil might be in the game in some way, shape, or form. Now also, you can see Daredevil in the background in the window. Well, not Daredevil, but Matt Murdock, same person, but you can see him in the background as well. So look like he probably going to be in the game in some way, shape, or form, hopefully as a playable character guy like Daredevil. Now up next, it's a 4v4, right? 4v4, so guess what? We gotta have, teams, right? And one of the teams that look like we're gonna have is the Fantastic Four, which would make sense because they got a movie coming out. It's 4v4. It makes sense to have them in the game. So, but you can see that building in the background next to the Avengers Tower, which that's an Easter egg in itself. But yes, the Fantastic Four look like they're gonna be in the game as well, which that'd be pretty cool. 4v4, who would not want to run the fade with the Fantastic Four? So up next, we also got Jonah Jameson, which I'm surprised some people didn't point this out. I guess it kind of went over some people's head, but he is referenced in the background too, and it look like he gonna be in the game in some way, shape, or form. I can see him being more just at like a commentary role. I don't see him being a character, I don't know what he's gonna do. Just keep yelling like Spider-Man is bad and stuff like that. I don't know how that will work out. Now, up next as well, we have Dazzler. Now, some of y'all might be like, okay, who is Dazzler? So Dazzler is part-time hero, part-time singer. She go ahead and do that. She switched between the both of them. Now she's a singer. Now what I'm thinking that maybe because she could be a character in the game, I could see her being a character in the game because they got to make this roster as big as possible. But they might have a soundtrack with her singing on there. Now how they go about doing that, I don't know. That's just a guess. I don't know how they'll go about doing that, but I can see something like that happening. Now another one too is the Rock Sign building. Now you might be wondering, okay, who is this for? What is this about, right? So Cloak Dagger, who actually been gaining a lot more popularity recently, especially because of Marvel Rivals. Shout out to Marvel Rivals. Guess what? This is their building. This is where, they are referenced to be at, and this is the Easter egg for them, so they can actually be in the game too, which will make a lot of sense. So that's pretty cool and all as well. Now another one, this is actually the last one that I have, and this is actually one of my favorite ones because it could bring a lot more characters to the roster, is the Ops Corp building. So that is important because yes, that is Green Goblin and all and his family, but the thing about it too is this: you already know with Ops Corp comes other villains, so you can have a whole bunch of villains get added to this game because we already know we have villains like Dr. Doom added to the game, right? But we can have a whole bunch of other characters like Venom. You can have a whole bunch of other characters like the Lizard, whatever. They got different ones that you could pick from and all. That'd be pretty cool to add to the game because Spider-Man have one of the best rogue galleries when it comes to villains. But this is all the stuff that you may have missed. If you knew all of this, if you caught all of this, comment down below and let me know. I want to hear your thoughts about that. Don't forget, I'm covering the latest news on this game right here on this channel. But I like to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite one that you've seen that you may have missed? Or even if you didn't miss it, which one was your favorite one in general? But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe or follow me on the platform you watch me on. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Shady team as always, and I am out.